the great British seaside. Paddling, sand castles, donkey rides. But these photographs were not taken at the seaside, but 6 miles from the coast in Canterbury. A short walk from the city's landmark Westgate Towers is an ordinary-looking recreation area next to a car park. This place has an unusual past, and there's a clue to what used to be here in its name, Toddler's Cove. As recently as the 1970s, Toddler's Cove was the city's very own seaside, a seaside by the Stour. It had a swimming pool and boating lake, a paddling area with sand, ice creams and donkey rides, everything you could want from a trip to the coast without actually having to go there. I met with Lynette, John and Vic, members of the original Toddler's Cove Facebook group, who are gathering photographs, memories and information about the place they loved so much as children, and celebrating this unique part of Canterbury's local history. Lynette started by telling me about the origins of Toddler's Cove.
I researched it. I was determined to find out originally who designed it, because I knew that, this was a one-off. I was fascinated when I found out in 1943, tradespeople in the city, voluntary groups, the council, all got together and decided to get some sand and water together and some donkeys for the children. Because it was so popular, they decided to make it a permanent feature. And our generation, born late 40s and onwards, we were the lucky ones, because we were down here with our friends or parents when we were young. So we have got very, very good memories, and it's quite poignant really. And we've got such a massive following in the city, and also on our Facebook page. People are revelling in the photos. It wasn't really being put on the map, and we knew, didn't we, that we had something unique.
Today there's little sign of the features that made up the original Toddler's Cove. So Lynette, John and Vic talked me through how the area used to look and their memories of it, with the help of some old photographs.
The stables for the donkeys were just the other side of the bridge. They were popular, the donkeys. Particularly the girls on the site remember the names of the donkeys.
I do.
But they sort of remember...
Janet, Peggy, Sambo, which is now not politically correct.
No.
Was there a Ben?
Sounds possible, doesn't it?
Yeah. They're the ones I remember.
In 1953, that would have been that. This is probably where the bridge is now, and the greenhouses.
Oh, there's the greenhouse.
Greenhouses there.
Yeah.
Memory hasn't given up completely.
No, you're good, aren't you?
Donkeys had a Nissan hut, didn't they, for overnight?
Yes, they did.
It was an old curved Nissan hut.
I can remember
right.
where it was.
Yeah. So this was where the sort of main entrance was.
Donkeys were back there.
That's the view
Okay.
we would have seen
That
as we
road
arrived.
wasn't there.
Yeah. That was it.
Okay, yeah.
You knew you were going to see the river, you knew you were going to see the pond with the fish in it. It was the wonderful lead-up. You see, that road wasn't there. That was all clear.
So Reams Way wasn't there. Yeah.
Westgate Gardens.
Yeah.
Apart from the trees there, you had a clear view through, didn't you?
Yes.
So the paddling pool was right in front of us here, where we're standing now.
Yeah.
That was a nice thing about it, that it had that design. It had that circular design with a sand island, which made it different. It wasn't just a square paddling pool, it had a feature. And that's what I'm sure was half of the magic.
Yeah.
There was room for everybody to spread out. It was shallow in the circular bit, and it got a little bit deeper as it fed out or in.
So I see on the map here that it was fed by a watercourse coming parallel to Whitehall Road.
Yeah, the
Right.
watercourse is still there.
Yeah.
It's dried up because they blocked it at the far end, and the stream now empties further up into the river.
Right. Okay.
But the stream's actually fed from right up in Rough Common.
Yes.
They call it the Silver Hole Spring.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when it used to enter into here, it was icy cold.
Yeah, I bet.
was.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it wasn't until it got over the sand, which had been heated up, that it then became tolerable.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
So you didn't paddle down that end.
Because the water around the island was only not even
very
6 inches.
shallow. That's why it was
Probably
safe for babies and toddlers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't in the 50s. It wasn't all that clean. I can remember.
Really?
Oh yeah, I can remember kids going in there with nappies on. And,
Oh right,
nothing. A lot of the kids went in
We
there.
didn't worry about that.
We didn't worry
in
about
those
that
days,
then.
no, did we?
My mum always sort of forbid us to go in the water. We could play in the sand, but don't go in the water.
Did she? Yeah.
She was one that caught
did.
diphtheria down here in the 20s, you see. So she was always aware of the water.
Oh, that would have been from the swimming pool.
The swimming pool, yeah.
Not from the paddling pool. Yeah. Still, I can remember water voles by the Plenty further upstream.
Oh yes,
Bingley
yeah,
Island,
yeah.
there were water voles. My dad used to play cricket. On Sundays we'd go down and we were always playing in the river by the Drovers Bridge, and there were sticklebacks, voles, there was wildlife all over the place. Yet it was supposed to have been more polluted then, so it doesn't make sense to me.
We used to sit there in the old grass, especially on Bingley Island, the grass slopes. We used to sit there, big long ones.
Because it was my dad's playground as well. He was born in Winship Grove, very near, as was Vic's family. So for us, it's got a very, very special connection.
Long association,
If we got bored in the paddling pool, you'd then go in the river.
Oh, okay.
Swing on the willows.
Yeah.
And, swish about in the water.
Yeah.
Slide down the bank, because it didn't have nettles. Cover yourself in mud, as you do, and then you wash it off in the river, you see. That's what our gang did. Different gangs had different
Oh, I see, yeah.
We were good boys, weren't we, John?
Yeah. Well, the one place I was threatened not to go to was the river. Yeah, because it was, as far as Mum was concerned, it was deep. And knowing what a naughty boy I was, that played in the water, she would always say, frighten me of water, say it's deep, or that there's places that are bottomless, etc. And it probably saved me, actually. Because I was a bit too adventurous in those days.
But it didn't stop me going in there.
I was going to ask you actually whether you could swim, whether you swam in the swimming pool or...
Oh no,
well, that
became
the boating pool.
The swimming pool.
Oh, okay.
That end of it, didn't it? That became the swimming pool.
They had sectioned it up, and a quarter of it was
I don't remember it being a swimming pool when we were down here. I think they'd stopped it.
Oh, I see.
During the war, or just after the war.
They did.
Sold it to the council, the private company, and that's when they sectioned it off, and the shallow end became like a paddling pool, which was more or less...
they just dug in these.
You couldn't really swim in it, because if you kicked your legs, you'd kick the bottom, didn't you? So you couldn't really learn to swim. But before it was a paddling pool, it was the Canterbury swimming pool, and this end was 10 foot deep because it had a diving board.
Oh, so they filled the
Yes, well they did when it first opened, Toddlers, that was still a swimming pool, 10 foot deep, but they left the bank in to segregate this, and there was like a tunnel went through, because the one thing that did happen is when my sister was, I'm guessing, around 2 years old, we'd had a day here, we just finished, and we were just on our way out, and she bolted down through the tunnel and jumped in the deep end, which is 10 foot. I ran after her and I jumped in and got her to the side, but I couldn't really swim. I suppose it was just panic measures. And
saved your life?
Possibly, yeah. If not, my dad was a good swimmer, he'd soon been in after me. But I pushed her to the side and my mum and dad pulled her out. And we went back up to London Road with her dripping wet, and my nan said, right, mustard bath for her. And that's what they did. They filled the tin bath up, because they didn't have a bathroom or anything those days. So tin bath was filled up, kettles were boiled, mustard powder I think they used in there, and
she survived to tell the tale.
I'm guessing that the concrete for the swimming pool is still under there. There's no reason for them to
no, they just bulldozed it over.
And the same with Toddlers. You see how the level was high here. I reckon the original Toddler's Cove is still under there. I don't know if you ever used to do it with Vic and I. That concrete, that was the entrance to the swimming pool through there when it was an old swimming pool.
Right.
And that was like a concrete flat bridge. And Vic and I used to lay on that on our tummies, catching sticklebacks and minnows.
With the old jar, with the jam jar, with the bit of string around it.
Well, I can remember what we used to call the bigger boys and girls sunbathing on like the tin roof of the huts that were there.
Yes.
I do remember that.
If you just walked up on the bank, you could then go straight onto the roofs, couldn't you?
That's how they got up there.
It might be worth just walking up there to see the stream bed still there.
Yeah, by all means,
And see if that concrete bridge is still there.
Yeah, this is the original track of the road.
This is the track, but it wasn't asphalt. It was just a bumpy old dirt track.
So this bank was made from when they dug the pool originally. the soil came out and formed like a windbreak all the way round the original swimming pool, and this is the only part of it left. And the stream used to run where we are now. You're standing right in the middle of it, and that would go into Toddler's. This is the stream that fed it through here, and it would go along to here. It would go that way to the river, but it also went down where we've just been towards Toddler's Cove to feed it. And the bank that we talked about went round there.
Always got the fish where the ducks were, didn't you? Even when we was fishing as kids.
Yes.
Where they used to come into the river from Wincheap, rainwater. All the big fish were like just at the end of the ducks.
So you'd move the slightest and they'd gone.
Yeah.
So you had to sit ever so quiet
very
waiting for them.
fast, weren't they? The shoals all moving quickly.
So small fish could get through into the swimming pool then?
Yes, you'd see fish at this end. That's the one. You're talking about the jam jars, Vic. I remember one day we used to leave our jam jars laying on the bottom, and the fish would sometimes just swim in there to hide, and you pull them out and you got your fish in there. And I caught a gudgeon, which I'd never seen before. They call it bull's head as well, don't they?
Right.
I've never caught one of those before.
Well, there's loads at
It's over the moon.
Tunford. You've only got to move, when it's shallow, move a couple of stones and you'll find them. And crayfish, they were a few years ago, if they're still there.
If we were to go in the middle of the car park, that's where we're looking
Where
down
that
there.
CCTV camera post is,
Yes.
that would be what, here somewhere?
Yes.
Somewhere there,
It's got to be in that walkway, which is roughly the grass.
Yeah.
So this car park's more or less on the edge of the pool here.
It is,
So we are looking at the pool, really.
Yes, we are.
That's the bank that went there that they removed later.
Yeah.
These huts were still there, weren't they? They used
Oh,
these.
for a
One was
long
the
time.
toilets,
Yes, they did.
which weren't very pleasant,
No.
and the chat with the boats. The boats were stored in one of
They
these,
weren't
weren't they?
flushing toilets.
Yeah.
So where was the boating pool from here, the model boating pool?
Over there. Where that table is, do you reckon?
Right in the middle of the playground, really.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
Did you say?
As I was going up to London, I went to the British Library because I'd ordered 2 issues because I'd narrowed down the date that it opened, and they actually had the original hard copies of the newspapers there. So they got their big scanners there and I was able to scan. I was so pleased. I could see the opening day of Toddlers with all the big wigs and everybody and the children. It was lovely. So that's how we added to our archive.
You couldn't use it for model boats because they'd snag on stuff all the time.
When we were a bit older, like sort of 10, 11, 12, it would be a hot weekend, maybe a hot Sunday, and the idea would suddenly come up, shall we go to Toddler's? And you just got your swimming costume, you wrapped it up in a towel, you might have had a bottle of water, or hopefully threepence or fourpence to buy an ice cream, and there would be half a dozen of us that would walk down. But when we were smaller, that was when we were with parents.
When did Toddler's Cove cease to exist, as it were?
In the 70s, wasn't
It
it?
did drop off in the 70s,
Late
didn't it?
70s.
Yeah.
Late, as late as
They
that?
started introducing swings and stuff like that, which is in one of those photographs. And then I would say late 70s, the decision was taken just to bulldoze over the actual paddling pool. Because, yeah, I know we are close to water meadows and it did flood and there was, I suppose, a health risk. Well, those Lombardy poplars at the back, that one I can see is a good marker on some of the early photos because in the background you'll see when Lower Tannery Field was clear of nettles and brambles, you could see the Lombardy poplars from top to bottom, and it was a pretty good marker as to where the boundary fence of Toddlers was. That's how it was in the 70s, because we didn't have
okay,
those.
I've not seen that one.
We didn't have those.
That one is looking to the river, so those trees must be. Oh, it used to be that big row of poplars along there, which.
And that's a bit of the tan
Brought
yard.
slides in, didn't they? Because the slides weren't there when we were kids in the 50s.
Yeah.
But the island's still there. Making your homemade bomb, didn't you?
That was in later years. This is also a venue for my teens.
Oh, okay.
I went through a period of, as Vic says, making bombs, and they were quite powerful. And we'd done all sorts of bombs, and we decided we'd never done an underwater bomb. So we thought, where can we set it off? So we brought the bomb down to the corner here where the river splits, and the idea was we put the bomb on a raft, a long piece of cord on the bomb, wait till it had floated out into the deep bit there,
Yep.
and then just as we saw the fuse light go inside, you always had a few seconds before it went off. The idea was to yank it and it would drop in the water. So that was the plan. But it wouldn't float away. The string hooked on the reeds, and we were still right next to it when the fuse was getting closer and closer. And so I said, pull it quick, and they pulled it and it came up and landed beside us. So we run like mad across Bingley Island. There was this enormous bang behind us and a whizzing noise, and the case of this bomb, it was steel, I'd opened out and was whizzing, and it went over our heads and went right the other side of Bingley Island.
decapitated
Oh,
you.
easily. It was evil. We were so lucky. But we never did anything malicious for these bombs. It was just, we liked the bang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Simple as that. And yeah, that was the closest I think I've come to losing my head.
I remember finding a blackbird's nest in the entrance here, and I think it was after school. I think some of the girls in my class said they were going to come down to Toddler's Cove after school. That would have been about 1963. And I was just coming through the entrance there between those. There was an opening in the chestnut palings, a gate, and there was an elder tree bush. And I spotted, because blackbirds are silly birds, it nested low. And I loved wildlife back then, but did the wrong thing. I took the nest and the bird and the eggs and put it in my saddlebag
Oh dear.
and took it home. Awful thing to do. I'm sure it had to be returned.
Yeah.
My mum and dad would have been
yeah.
horrified.
Yeah.
But I can remember doing that. And I remember the thrill when I saw this lovely nest and it was low enough for me to get hold of.
You was quite normal then, John, with your bomb. Yeah.
So what about you then?
Yeah. Well, my memories really are a lot of happy memories, but I can always remember, because my mum don't go near the water, it was always seemed that not the cleanest of all places in the 50s. I can remember that little island and the pools and walking around there and the beach.
Well, that looked clean.
It looked clean.
It didn't look dirty, did it?
No, it didn't.
Sand was clean.
Sort of, yeah.
So do you remember this photo being taken, Annette?
I remember being down here with my cousins, my cousin David on the far end, because that was also the day that we had the donkey rides. I've got a feeling David was staying with us because his mum was in hospital having an operation, and we were probably all brought down here for a treat, especially for David. So I think probably I would have been about 8 or 9 there.
Right. You're in this one as well, in that, are you?
Yeah, that's me on the end.
It's not the same day as the other photo, is it?
It could be, because the fact that we look about the right age, and my sister's I think she's wearing that cardigan over her costume. Yeah.
Got your birthday shoes on? Just call them
Yes,
they call them
that's
birthday
right.
shoes? They did, didn't they?
Best shoes kept for Sunday school and
birthday shoes.
birthdays, yeah.
Unfortunately for my brother being 10 years younger, it was in decline then, so he never saw the magic of it that my sister and I saw.
When I brought my children here in the early 70s, the sand and water had gone. And there was a slide and some swings, but nothing like this and nothing like we had, so that was a bit of a lull, really.
Yes, yeah.
Sand in your sandwiches, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's if we sat still long enough
Enough
to
to
eat
eat them,
sandwiches.
That'd be nice
Yeah.
if we could get a few more photographs contributed, as
Yeah.
you said before.
So, we know you're all looking, but we would like a few more contributions.
Yeah.
If you haven't got photographs, even if you contribute your memories, it's just chance, just finding people. I know we've done pretty well, really. There's not much we don't know, but it's still lovely to get even more memories.
It was our playground, and great memories of the whole area.
It was just children's playground, wasn't it? Everybody enjoyed it. I learned to swim down here, just over at the Sandy, and fishing there with my dad. Lots of memories.
And never forgot it. It's so special, it's so unique. Lovely.